to an allergy-filled episode of the Big Gold Podcast, your weekly episodic listening experience where we cover WCW Monday Nitro in its entirety.
Claritin be with us. That's right, folks. We cover everything from the Dungeon of Doom to the Finger Poke of Doom.
Right you are, and we will be your guides through this wrestling odyssey. The voices of tomorrow, the Midwest mouthpieces, Mr. Peace, everyone, and I am your stuffy-nosed Mike Ogden, wishing all of you an enjoyable Monday morning.
All right, let's blow the nose.
All right, let's get started. WCW Nitro, 11/20/95, November 20th, from...
Macon, Georgia.
Is that where they're from?
Nope.
Oh,
Macon, Georgia.
I was trying to find it all episode. I missed it.
Macon, Georgia.
Huh.
Yeah. You have to look on the internet. You can't just...
Okay.
He who looks to Eric Bischoff for his answers in questions of the world is left with more questions than he originally had than answers.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm pretty sure that is in Dungeons & Dragons DM Handbook version 5.
It has to be.
0.3.
Yeah, 5.3?
5.3, yes.
You think you mean 3.5?
No, 5.3.
Oh. Well, let me know when that issue comes out, because I would like to read that passage.
Yeah. and the wizard, Bruce's Pritchard, struck down and was now the master of the Channel of Fox and the Velasquez Cane and the Bork Laser. That's the greatest show ever.
Oh, Jesus.
This is a good show. This episode of Nitro,
awful.
Terrible.
Awful.
We do get some shining moments.
There's a great match in the middle of this.
There is a great
really
match.
Good match
There's
in
some
here.
good peppering. This is
know the match.
This, yeah, you know. This is the go home.
Oh, you didn't know?
I'm so
Your ass better call somebody.
I'm gonna call my mom to pick me up. Oh, this is the go home show for the World War III. WCW declares war on my senses and my sense of entertainment. Yeah, my eyes and ears and ass. This is the go home show for World War III, people.
Which is wild because, I mean, it's only been a couple of weeks since they announced it. I'm so used to that 9 weeks of hell between the Halloween Havoc and episode 2 of Nitro.
Yeah.
That, now that we have a sensible, reasonable amount of time, it's like, oh, okay, we didn't build the shit. We didn't actually do anything.
Now, I'm going to be asking you throughout the episode because they're going to bring it up every 5 seconds. What's the main event tonight?
The main event tonight?
Yeah.
On Nitro?
Yes.
Well, it's a pay-per-vent style main event with Hulk Hogan versus Sting.
Yes, okay, keep that in mind because that is all we hear throughout this entire episode. More on that later. Heenan says he wants Sting to win, then fall down and hit his head so they both lose.
Yep, Sting should beat Hulk Hogan and fall down a flight of stairs, specifically.
Yes, my goodness.
No, Bobby Heenan was pretty on fire tonight, actually. I made note of that.
Yes, because he had to make up for Mongo. This was probably Mongo's worst commentary.
Absolutely.
100%. I think the fact that I've made him immortal and he's also living in a wormhole where he's existing in 1996 presently still, but also can hearing things from the year 2019, I think it's putting pressure on him. I think that's why he's messing up.
Yeah, no, he's definitely feeling the heat at this point.
Yeah, even though he is a trans-dimensional being of immortality at this point.
Now, do you think he rides on Pepe like a steed?
I think he's kind of like a Hindu god where he has his steed. He probably has multiple arms.
Word.
And each one of them is holding a microphone.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Each of them broadcasts the 7 nebulas.
He is a mortal being of wrath, not of joy.
We need to read more H.P. Lovecraft, I think.
Need to read more Hindu mythology, too.
I actually kind of do. Yeah.
I mean, I shouldn't say mythology. I'd say more their tales interlocked into their religion.
Fables
the
and
Vedas.
Such.
I don't know if I can call them fables. Anyway, my God.
Scott Norton comes out.
Yeah. The main event anywhere. Scott Norton versus Scott Flash Norton.
Oh, yeah. From his arm wrestling days. They called him the Flash.
They say this is a special rematch. Where in hell? This is, speaking of religion, the Christian religion, if you're a bad person and go to hell, this is what you have to watch for entertainment.
Yep, it's Scott Norton versus the Shark.
Every single time.
Every single fucking week.
God, Shark attacks from behind.
With the most lackadaisical clothesline I've ever seen.
My God.
It looked like this is the sound it made when he hit him.
Flash Norton, because that is what Scott Norton is doing. Titties be out. If I could reference Nas, don't call my car topless. Say the titties is out. And right now, Scott Norton is just showing everyone what his mother gave him.
He absolutely is. He barely sells this clothesline that the Shark gives him. The crowd boos just viciously.
That's not the first, going to be the last time we hear a bunch of boos tonight.
It's not. I actually wrote down, I'm not watching this.
He then said, you're not going to see a lot of moves here like an Eddie Guerrero or a Dean Malenko or Chris Benoit match. It's like, oh, thanks for clearing that up.
Yeah, thank you for letting me know.
You're not going to see really a move in this match except for one at the end.
Yeah. The announcer said, I don't remember which one. They said, this is a special rematch. Well, you fucking liar.
Oh, I know.
No, you're lying to me.
There's nothing special.
No, I absolutely would have turned off the episode right here.
Norton wins with the slam. Lord have mercy. Thank you.
The crowd booed him too, by the way.
Oh, yeah. The Holy Father Gilbert Gottfried blessed us with a quick ending to this.
I hereby dub, this will be a quick match.
Hey, I see your soul's in purgatory right now. Let me see if I can just push it right through.
Oh, man. Up next, we've got a graphic for Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, hold on, because they start shoving each other after the match. I'm like, God, no! Let this feud die!
Well,
no more. Please, I can't take it.
You are Mr. Internet Research Mongrel over there. Did Scott...
You want to know the amount of research I did for this episode?
What?
None.
Thank you.
It wasn't worth my time. And I know that sounds messed up because I'm like, I do take this serious enough to want to do okay at it, but this episode was not worth my time that I could spend with my family or my pillow.
Yeah, anything else over your face until you die.
I'd rather watch the bagel guy stand up than watch. Yeah. You guys haven't seen, I don't know if I want to give him traffic. The guy,
don't.
The bagel guy that got beat up, the short guy that was like, you're not my father. Oh, God. Oh, my boss. He did 8 minutes of stand-up. And if you're thinking about getting into stand-up, I guess find that because that'll motivate you to be like, wow, my material's not that bad.
No.
Terrible.
Absolutely awful. Are we going to plug everybody under the sun this week, by the way?
No. I don't want anyone to be associated with this.
Okay. Good.
No, not at all. Home Depot will terminate whatever contract they secretly have with me.
Yeah, no. After mentioning the bagel guy, now we can't.
No, Russia's not going to talk to me anymore.
No. Now all of our sponsors are bailing. Look what you've done.
All 0.0 of them. We're secretly in collusion with Russia and Home Depot.
They're the same people.
Stop.
Same.
People are going to start getting upset.
But like I said, up next, Eduardo Guerrero and Ric Flair is the image. That's the image they show is coming up next. And then wait, no, it's actually Mean Gene Okerlund, Kev Saul, and Jimmy Hart, and the crowd boos.
Hold on, let me give you my longest sigh ever. That is what I did. I am so sick of seeing this trio of woe. Nothing against Mean Gene, because he's really trying. Like, I do like his
Mean
digs.
Gene really is the best part of all of this, and he talks about how much he dislikes them both.
Yeah.
It's
Hart's
fun.
saying like, oh, hey, Sting! Look who's on Baywatch now, brother! You're not on Thunder! Good! This match, Sting should be kicking Hulk Hogan's ass because he invited him to be on Thunder in Paradise.
Yeah. No, this was ridiculous. Hart says that Hogan and Sting aren't friends anymore, like that actually matters in a sport.
And Kevin Sullivan is putting over the World War III pay-per-view. Kevin Sullivan couldn't sell me freedom in a prison cell.
Yeah, there's more boos, by the way, coming from the crowd. They did not like this.
Yeah, Mongo says that his feet and Bobby Heenan's opinions have something in common. They both stink.
Yeah.
They should have said his commentary.
Yeah. It's just not good.
No.
Also, it was at this point that I realized we were at the Go Home show. I didn't realize that at the beginning of the episode.
I wondered why he was plugging it so hard, and then I looked it up and I'm like, oh, this is the 20th. And
yeah,
then
it's the 20th.
On the 26th, yeah.
Yep, so that's why I wrote this is the Go Home show. Fuck.
What we're being advertised next is, like you said, Eddie versus Ric Flair. But do we get that?
Disco Fever!
Y'all ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. No, I can't go any further. We'll get flagged.
Oh, yeah. No, you're probably right.
If you grew up between 1990 and to present day, you know
at any
that song.
point you've heard it. You've heard that jock jam.
Oh my God, Jock Jams. No.
So Disco's out there doing his dangle. Eddie
He's got a CD of Jock Jams too.
He does.
He's selling an album?
Yeah, he's selling
I'd buy
an
that
album.
mixtape.
You know what? You want to hop on eBay and see if we can find this bitch?
Yeah, why not?
All
Throw
right,
it on.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. I'll pull it up.
I'll go over what's going on in the match while you search on eBay for Disco Inferno. I don't think that was a real album. I don't think it ever came out.
Well, if it did,
WCW
it was on eBay.
had music that came out. I think it's called The Mayhem or something.
Well, I'm sure they had something, and I doubt it was disco music.
You know, these bad nitros have reminded me to look at the good things. And if nothing else, it has been nice to watch really early Eddie Guerrero. Now, I say early, but he debuted in CMLL in like 1986, 1987. So he's not like a spring chicken. He's been wrestling for a while now. But, you know, he's been wrestling ECW, CMLL, AAA. But it's nice seeing him for, you know, I don't want to say the first time on American television because he's been obviously wrestling in America and
But
everything.
it's mainstream. It's
yes,
large.
yes.
It's
I would
wide.
say on a major network, Eddie Guerrero is great. People are really behind him and they put that over. As much as his commentary sucks, they do, I guess, the easiest job of the day, putting Eddie Guerrero over on commentary.
By the way, I looked up Disco Inferno and CD and also vinyl on eBay.
Yes.
And you can purchase Cyndi Lauper's vinyl, Disco Inferno. It's a 2-track, 12-inch vinyl,
That's not what we're looking for.
but it's good.
That's debatable. Rick comes out in his street clothes with Flying Brian Pillman.
Who, by the way, gets best dressed.
Mine too!
Brian
that
Pillman.
Michael Jackson Thriller, bedazzled to hell and back.
Looks great.
That is a sick, it is on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Nasty. Flair said they made a mistake. They actually thought I was going to wrestle you tonight. That's a mistake. That was great.
Oh, no.
Flair is awesome.
Flair is great. And Eddie looks seriously pissed
Selling
off.
the disrespect.
Oh, man.
Flair is focused on Sting and is going to let Pillman replace him and says afterwards he's got the jet all gassed up, the drinks on ice, the girls have been paid off. He didn't say that, but...
No, but what's funny is that like that's actually the commentary sells that he's on a plane going somewhere else. During the match, they say, you know, like he's leaving. He's got the girls, he's got the jets, he's got everything he needs. And it just makes me wonder where Ric Flair actually went after this. Like, what did he actually do? He's like, oh man, I really got to get down to the Dollar Tree.
Denny's?
Yeah, like, I'm
Come
hungry.
on, Arn, let's get a move over my hammock. Pillman is waving his jacket like a bullfighter.
Yeah.
So they're selling the disrespect, and the story here is great.
It's unbelievably good. It's so well told. And Eddie Guerrero tells a story better than anybody in the business at this point in time.
My God, that big necktie, head scissors, and that huge right hand slap.
Oh, dude, from Eddie?
It's nice to see a babyface have fire and be like, no, you're not going to make me look like a nerd. I'm not just going to sit here and take it.
Well, and I think, honestly, even if they didn't tell Eddie to do that, he would do that.
Oh, yeah.
If he were still wrestling today, like, this is still the attitude Eddie Guerrero would have. He was very much, he'll grab you by the balls and he will take what he deserves.
Oh, yeah.
And he does not deserve your disrespect. So
No.
when Pillman opens up with the slap and Eddie gives him that receipt later that is heard round the world, it is massive.
Oh, yeah. But Pillman's just doing full here. He's grinding Eddie's eyes on the ropes. He's biting him. He's doing everything. And they are just doing some nasty hard chops.
Yeah. Oh,
it is
massive.
great. Like this is two young guys who just respect wrestling and know what it's about, just going at it.
And of course, the commentary starts talking about what Hulk Hogan is wearing in the back.
Definitely.
Eat a fucking dick.
No.
Seriously.
What's the main event tonight?
That would be Hulk Hogan versus Sting.
Are you sure? Okay, cool. Great.
This
Awesome.
is not the main event, so we must not care about it.
No. So Eddie just tackles.
But hold on real quick. Mongo, but while Bischoff and Heenan were talking about that, Mongo did the golden thing, and he stepped up and he said, stop talking about Hogan and watch the match. Eddie is taking it to one of the horsemen right now.
That's true.
Great, Mongo.
Yeah.
Thank you for redirecting
You know what's
traffic.
weird? I was thinking that, and I feel like my thought was able to travel through his many numerous channels that he has, branching out through the world, just like the wheel of Brahman branches out in the Hindu tradition. And he was able to grab my thought and bring it and somehow try to get my pleasure. See, I don't know if I've made him immortal. He's trying to please me now, or what is really going on here.
When can I stop this? How do I put an end to this?
He's immortal.
Yeah, no. How do we fix that?
I don't know. I guess you'll have to wait for the Dungeon Master Handbook version 5.3 to come out.
Ah, fuck. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, Brian gets Eddie down, and then he just keeps shoving him down.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
is Eddie trying to get up?
Before you interrupt me, Eddie just tackles Brian
Oh,
like he
yeah.
did Johnny B. Bad and just starts swinging on him awesome fire.
Yeah, well, that's after the shoves. That's Brian keeps shoving him to the ground, just like being a total fuck ass.
And they take it to the outside, and Brian does a massive dive off the top turnbuckle and slams rib first on the steel guardrail. My God, that had to suck.
Oh, it was ridiculous. And that was after a suplex from the apron that was supposed to come inside. He took Eddie outside. And actually, I think he jumped from the apron, not to be one of those guys.
He jumped from the very top turnbuckle.
No, I'm pretty sure he didn't.
I swear.
Turnbuckle. We're going to go back and watch it.
That's fine, but I swear he jumped. Because he jumped from the top turnbuckle and missed. And then Eddie came back in and got right back on the top turnbuckle and did his massive, huge body press off the top.
And it lands so flush. Beautifully done.
Crystal clear.
Either way, Brian gets hurt. He comes over, takes the big splash, and Eddie grabs him by the hair and yanks him into the ring.
And then Eddie gets racked up on the ropes, but pushes Pillman off, does the frog splash for the 1, 2, 3. Awesome match.
Yeah, no. What was great is at one point, Mongo...
Spectacular. Like, really, just the storytelling. Like, I'm sorry to interrupt you. The storytelling was great.
No, it was phenomenal. And you know for a fact it's all downhill after this.
Oh, what's the main event tonight?
Hulk Hogan versus Sting.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, but no, after the match ends, I can't remember why he said this. Maybe you'll have insight. But Mongo said that you can't wrestle without arms. If that's the case, then get Orange Cassidy off my fucking TV screen every Wednesday night, okay?
That is your parents' TV screen.
Yes.
If we're going to talk about AEW, we're going to be
someday it'll be mine. Someday it will all be mine.
Your dad.
I hear him knocking
my
on the
ass!
door now.
When I die, that flat screen's coming with me.
I don't know why he sounds like that to you. What do you hear when you talk to my dad? That's not what he sounds like.
I said he can't hear this.
Oh, I know.
It's funny because we're actually going to get him on the podcast and his voice is going to be so... Good evening, gentlemen. How are you? Hello, Michael, my friend.
In what universe is he that nice?
I don't know.
Man.
Up next, we have another very special rematch. Road Warrior Hawk versus Big Bubba.
No, actually, I did want to see this rematch.
I've missed Big Bubba, and anything with the Road Warriors, I'm going to sit down and watch.
You did forget they did play a video package about Macho Man and his arm getting broken.
And Eric is bringing up the fact he's like, I'm going to blame Devil's Advocate.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm going to play Devil's Advocate. What if Macho Man's arm is not hurt?
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for that insight, man. Who gives a fuck?
I mean, I know they're trying to put it over, but...
Dude, it's so stupid. It's a dumb story.
This whole angle could be great, but they're just wrecking it.
Absolutely.
And you can tell by the fan reaction later when they have the main event. What's the main event again?
Hulk Hogan versus Sting.
Thank God. I have missed, like I said, Big Bubba. And Big Bubba is the best. This man's overselling is great.
Oh, it's awesome.
He could sell me a fleshlight and a free whorehouse. You want someone to sell a pay-per-view? Put Big Bubba's ass on my screen for 15 seconds.
I guarantee you he probably could have sold it better than Kevin Sullivan could have.
100%. So Hawk was thrown into the corner, and then he just fell backwards on Bubba.
Yeah.
Great big man contest. Keep it up.
Yeah. This was a fine enough match.
Yeah. Bubba takes out a roll of quarters and then tapes his fist, and then the most annoying man in the game, Jim Duggan, comes out from under the ring.
Just trips him and makes him land on his own fist.
Makes him land on his taped fist, which is still holding the quarters.
Yeah.
I guess that would suck. I don't know.
But it caused him to lose the match against the Road Warrior.
Horrible finish.
Horrible finish. Fine enough match, honestly. It was good until then.
It was all right.
Yeah.
You know, it was
a match that moved along. It was
better than Norton versus the Shark.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing. If we're going to give some, star ratings here, if the Shark versus Norton was a 3, this is a 5. This is middle of the road. It moves things along. Maybe I'm a 4.5 because that ending is bad.
Did you just give Scott Norton versus the Shark a 3?
Out of 10.
Out of 10.
Yeah.
You're giving it a 3. That is your official 3 out of 10.
Yeah, 3 out of 10.
Mine would have been 3 out of 50.
That's fine. I mean,
that's a horrible rating on my part.
Yeah, it is.
This match was 38 3/4 stars. All right, people.
This was 38 special out of Leonard Skinnard. 1 Haku equals 1 Ming.
I'm done. I'm gonna pour coffee on my crotch and leave.
Yeah, my coffee.
But I don't want to leave before the main event. What's the main event?
Hulk Hogan versus Sting.
Oh, he has left. He is so done with Hulk Hogan versus Sting. Mike has just left.
My coffee's getting cold.
Oh, okay. He's getting more coffee. Yeah. You don't want to miss this rip-roaring action coming up in the main event, which is, again, what's the main event?
Hulk Hogan versus Sting.
Hulk Hogan versus Sting. Let's dive into it.
Sting. Hold on, real quick.
Hulk Hogan versus Sting.
Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
Sting nearly catches fire.
No. Starting out from the beginning, because you're over missing a line. I know you want to get this over. Start at the beginning.
This computer is trying to kill itself.
I understand. Every Hulk Hogan and Sting match ever has fucking sucked.
Has it?
Every single one. Starrcade 1997, Bound for Glory 2011, Halloween Havoc 1999, LA Melee from 1998, Fall Brawl 99, the match in Boston, all of the matches they had on Nitro, everything sucks. These two suck when they wrestle together. It sucked in 1995. I don't know why they kept trying to, and you know what? It wasn't supposed to suck in 1997, but they found a way to fuck it up. Because every time you get these two together, it's just a box of suck. It is terrible. It is Amazoning just a box of fecal matter to your door with Prime shipping.
I thought this match was great.
Shut up! Shut up!
I did not.
You better pray to Gilbert Gottfried for lying like that.
Yeah, that was a total lie. I fell asleep during this match, actually.
I don't blame you.
I literally fell asleep. Actually fell asleep.
So, Macho Man comes out and he's waving at the entrance ramp.
Well, real quick.
For an eternity.
Hold on. Before that happened after Sting nearly caught fire. I'm not letting this slip by. The pyros go off and they're way too fucking close for Sting's flashy attire.
Oh, he almost got James Hetfield.
Oh man, he almost got fucking Undertakered from a few years ago. Undertaker was on that pyro. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't know if you heard that story. That's a really fun one.
Oh, real quick, do we have enough time to let me tell you a story about the Undertaker pyro thing?
Sure.
So I go to this is back right when it happens. This is many, many years ago. Go to my friend's apartment and we're getting ready to go party and everything. And SmackDown, I forget what night it was. I think it was still Thursdays or whatever at that time. This is a long time ago when this happened. This is over 10 years ago when you're probably
I think it's about 10.
Anyway, so we all meet at the same time at my friend's apartment outside of his front door. So there's like 5 of us, right? And we're all sitting out there yammering and talking. And then the neighbor comes out. We think nothing of it. We're like, hey, hello. He's like, oh, hey guys, what's up? So we're just talking, you know what I mean? We have a bunch of stuff we're going to hang out and do and everything. So we walk in, everyone walks in, closes the door. We realize his neighbor had snuck in with us. It was just sitting there talking to somebody. And he was like, hey, can I use your computer? Undertaker got caught on fire last night. I want to see what's going on. And my dude was just like, yeah, he was so taken back by the crackhead behavior. He was just like, yeah, I guess.
I mean, honestly, once you've gone this far, it's like, well, shit, I guess I lost.
Yeah, if you really did all that just to see what happened, I might as well.
So I want to tell a fun story about that since we're only 23 minutes in and there's only 15 minutes left of the episode. We're flying by here. So when the Undertaker apparently, and this is all alleged, hearsay from what I've seen on the internet, Undertaker caught fire because of that pyro mishap, some 10 years ago or however long it's been. And he's got the 2nd degree burns, but he wrestles the match anyway because he's the Undertaker. And, regardless of how things have been the past couple of years, he's always been a fucking legend, to say the least.
Yes.
So the mishap...
A match with Bill Goldberg in Saudi Arabia for blood money can't undo the Undertaker's...
No, it really can't.
...history or what he's given.
Yeah, absolutely.
I make fun of the Undertaker all the time, but seriously...
The legend is...
It's messed up that he is remembered for the Attitude Era... But I feel like he maybe was not selling as many t-shirts. I feel like he is just as important as a Rock or a Stone Cold.
Absolutely.
Or a Kane.
Oh, absolutely.
He was up there in the main events. Everything he did
he was more
just
consistent
great.
In terms of longevity.
His in-ring stuff is great.
Yeah. But no, so he catches fire, wrestles his match. Well, after the mishap happens...
It was me, Austin! Sorry.
So Vince sees this in the back, and he looks for the guy who had the mishap, and he looks for him, and he finds him, and he's like, hey, was that you? And the guy was like, I think so. He goes, go. Just leave.
Well, he's
Get
very
out
protective
of
of the Undertaker.
Well,
allegedly.
Well, no, not just that. He tells him to leave. He's like, as soon as the match is done, he's coming for you, so you gotta go. As soon as the match ended, Undertaker leaves, and as soon as he gets back, he goes, "Where is he? Where is he?" And they obviously couldn't find him. I'm assuming they let him go from the phone, and
Yeah.
called it split there, you know, because I mean, you don't want to feel the wrath of the Undertaker of Mark Calloway.
So I was back to last week when I said I've been watching ESPN Plus. I was watching this documentary, Catching Hell, and I forget his name. I think it was Paul B. something. Anyway, it was the guy during the Marlins and Cubs game who caught the fly ball before the guy in the outfield could grab it. So, and he had to live with that hell forever. So I feel like, thankfully, that guy was off screen and it never got out. Because imagine having to be that guy. You go to 7-Eleven to get a slushie and a bag of chips, and the guy's like, okay, but hey, you're the guy that lit the Undertaker on fire. Get the hell out of my store.
Oh yeah, no, I'd be kicking him out of I'd kick him out of stores I don't even own.
You get out of this Speedway right now here in East Dayton. Mr. Pyro Man, who worked for the WWE in 2009, 2010.
You get the hell out of here.
Do you want to hear real quick another funny, not really funny Undertaker story, but a story? And this is alleged, but there is pictures. So if I'm wrong, let me know. So the Undertaker went to meet LeBron James after a game.
I heard about this.
He was in full Undertaker regalia with the hat and everything, and had to stand outside LeBron James's door and basically try and convince his staff to let him in.
Yeah.
And it was just like, LeBron, Undertaker's here. What? The Undertaker from WWE. Okay. He really wants to meet you. Okay. He's dressed like the Undertaker. And LeBron's like, I don't. What? Like, yeah. I don't really.
No, I felt bad at that point because that's such a bummer.
Kind of messed up. It's like, man, fuck you, LeBron.
Yeah. No. Everybody wonders why I hate on LeBron James, and that's 100% the reason.
I will never, ever forgive LeBron James.
No.
Ever.
Fuck him.
You people can. All you posers all throughout Ohio. You forgave LeBron James? I don't care if it is something special to Buddhism. I will never forgive you, LeBron James.
No.
That part of my karma will never be atoned for. My soul will transmigrate with that aggression still burning, LeBron James.
Along with Mongo McMichaels.
You will never hear this.
You say that.
Yeah.
Someday he will.
He's going to find out. What's he going to...
I didn't say he's going to do anything. I just said someday he's going to find out.
He doesn't give a shit about two sweaty guys in a condo.
When we hit big, LeBron, this is going to circulate, and people are like, look what these people said about LeBron James. The king, the goat of basketball.
No, he's not the goat. You want to see some goats? Watch Bad Boys, the documentary on the Detroit Pistons. It's also on ESPN+.
Ooh, yeah, actually, though. Anyway.
Isaiah Thomas is not to be messed with.
No.
Anyway, we have put it off long enough.
Yeah, we just got to do this.
Macho Man
These
is
are my
waving
notes, by the way.
what seems... Those are G.G. Allen lyrics. Macho Man is waving for an eternity for Hogan to come out. Hogan comes out from the crowd still wearing the effing orgy mask.
Which, by the way, he gets worse dressed, if anybody asks.
Yes. The 30-cent...
Yeah.
Zora... The orgy mask.
Yeah.
Terrible, and the crowd thinks it's terrible too because they are booing.
They're booing Hogan. They're actually not booing Sting. They are still into Sting.
Oh, they like
this whole match. They're into Sting.
He's not as over as Johnny B. Bad.
No.
Well,
it's because he's much dumber than Johnny B. Bad because he just stands there for an eternity staring at the ramp while Hulk Hogan is behind him and the whole crowd goes, "Turn around, you fuck!"
Dumbest man in WCW.
Dumbest man in
WCW.
Yeah, Hogan is worse dressed. Sting is stupid. This fucking sucks. This sucking fucks. I fucking hate this.
Eric says, deep down in my soul, I wish it would stop right now. Me too, Eric.
Yeah.
Me freaking too, my guy.
Somebody mentioned, I never can tell the difference on commentary because I'm never paying that much attention. I'm watching the match and commentary. When it's a 3-man commentary booth and nobody has anything interesting to say, I just stop tuning it out. But somebody says, there are 2 favorites in this ring, and the crowd is immediately booing right afterwards.
Yeah,
and I thought that was just so fitting. It was so funny.
Because Sting has an edge now.
Yeah.
He's coming in quick. As bad as this match sucked, it starts with somewhat of a promise when the bell rings, because Sting is coming in with some kicks and some stops, some aggressive right hands and kicks.
It opens well enough. You get a massive suplex on the outside a few minutes in.
I was like, man, okay. Hogan just threw out the...
Yeah, he threw that stuff. But then Sting no-sells it, gets in the ring, and then I started falling asleep.
Yeah.
And then I did fall asleep. I really don't know what happened between
very
that.
downhill. So Hogan did the suplex on the outside ring floor. And honestly, after that suplex, which I thought was okay, he was showered with booze.
Yeah.
No, they did not care. Hogan is punching Singh. He's trying to see if he's still with us. And every single time he hits him, the crowd is still booing.
I'll let you know when you mention what happens. I'll let you know when I woke up because I have officially fallen asleep. I don't know any of this.
Yeah. So they're saying that Hogan is talking to Savage this entire match. You would think that he would pay more attention. I guess they're trying to push that he is a man possessed, but they said that he's doing all of this to Sting just to see if he is really his enemy. So you're already falling asleep right now. Heenan says Savage hasn't been asleep since 1963.
Did he really say that?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
A ball of fire.
I was actually asleep for
Boxes
this.
of charisma.
This is so funny.
His peripheral garage.
I'm glad I didn't miss anything.
Yep. Oh my God. Selling the bear hug so I'm not trying to sound lethargic or scatterbrained, but Sting got put into a mild-mannered bear hug, and the overselling of it offended me on a level that I wanted to write a letter to 1995.
The whole year of it.
Sting locks in the deathlock.
That's when I woke up because the crowd cheered like a mofo, and it literally woke me up.
And Hogan hulks up to even more boos, and now every single time he is punching Sting, they're booing again.
Seth Rollins versus The Fiend. Seth is going over against the guy the crowd wants to win.
Even Georgia knows this sucks.
Yeah.
And then the Dungeon of Doom comes out. Holy Father Gilbert Godfrey.
They don't come out yet. They come out after Hulk Hogan misses the leg drop from the Hulk up, and Sting gets him back in the deathlock.
He misses every move in this match. Not to be too critical, because like I said, I'm not a trained professional wrestling athlete, but everything he hits Sting with looks like it's barely grazing him.
Yeah.
Well, the technical prowess of this match is slim jim to none.
Yeah. So he misses the leg drop after the massive Hulk up, and the crowd pops like nobody's business. Sting gets him in the deathlock, and Hulk Hogan is like, he's right at the ropes, but he can't reach him. He's talking with Macho Man, pleading.
You just thought Hogan was going to tap Cody.
I didn't, to be honest with you, I didn't at this point. I've completely given up all hope on that. And that's when the Dungeon of Doom come out, and they attack both Hogan and Sting. So now Hogan knows that he's not working with the Dungeon of Doom. I guess, who gives a shit?
Giant comes the choke
I stopped
slam.
writing. As soon as I saw the Giant, I closed my notebook.
Giant comes to choke slam both of them. Savage hits him with the chair. Savage eats a choke slam for his troubles. Then Sting and Hogan, Sting and Flair, and Sting and everybody else. Sting and my aunt have a steel chair in the ring. Sting and Hogan grab the chair and look at each other. They're like, yeah. And then they're holding it. And they run and knock the Giant out of the ring, and he's smiling, and then they just keep plugging World War III. This is a mess.
It's a mess. Then they go to break, and they come back from break, and it's Kevin Sullivan assaulting the commentary team.
Good. Kevin Sullivan is leaving my dream right now.
Oh, man. And then Eric Bischoff keeps telling me, he's like, you got to get out of here. You've got to go. You've got to go. And, of course, they're not going.
Eric, I'm trying.
Yeah.
End the episode.
I can't end the episode unless you go is literally essentially the I'm not fixing that. Fuck it. That's essentially the conversation
technical
they're having.
difficulties will not be edited out of this show.
No, I'm done with it. It takes too much time, and I don't give a fuck. We're at the end anyway.
Give us a better episode, and then we'll give you better production.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. So eventually they leave after they call security, and security does fuck all because it's Atlanta, Georgia, and they can't be asked to do anything like that. Heenan's microphone is busted, similar to how Ric Flair busted Bischoff's like 5 weeks before.
Yep.
And
Flair busted it too.
They don't tell us what's happening next week, and really, I don't give a shit. I would not watch next week.
They're just, they're selling the World War III pay-per-view.
Yeah, I would not watch World War III.
So you wouldn't?
No.
Man, I'm still gonna read everybody else.
Yeah, that's
going on. So I would probably watch World War III because I do love the novelty of the 60-man 3-ring, but once you
were
see
easily
the
amused.
roster, I'm not, because the thing is, Eric is like, everyone's got their passports, they're flying in, making it seem like there's going to be a bunch of international. No. Let me read you the list of people that are going to be in that were in the World War III.
Hold on, can we use this as our closing segment?
Do you want to play me some light jazz music over this?
Yeah.
So you're gonna do all the post-production, not take out anything technical, but still find some copyright-free.
I'll use my own jazz music I've made.
That's totally fine. Well, let me get this down real quick. You couldn't pay me.
No, absolutely not. Not only will I not be watching World War III, I will not be watching next week. This podcast is finished. I have had it.
There will be a new episode.
Fuck. Well, I guess there will be a new episode, but if I was not bound by contract that we've not signed yet, or written, or thought of.
None.
Okay, look, we're doing the podcast, but I would not watch next week's episode if I didn't fucking have to. Jeez. It's awful.
Oh, real quick, one final plug.
Yeah,
so
sure.
Since we do these in advance, is this going to be, oh no, this will come out after it's already been debuted, won't it?
What's that?
Our spin-off show, Nuggets!
Yeah, that's actually happening before this episode releases. So, how did you guys like it?
Yeah.
Comment below. Let us know if you like Nuggets. Also, comment on that episode, too, and let us know you liked it.
Since we are in the past, and this will be, whatever, it's historical.
This is a historic event.
We hope you guys enjoyed that.
Yeah, because that comes out in 4 days from now, which means that would have been, this episode comes out on the 4th, so what?
Time is an illusion unless you're Mongo McMichael.
That's true. I think, 6 days ago, maybe? I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
What does matter is Mike is going to play us out with some nice jazz music, and I'm going to read off all of the entrants to the 60-man World War III match for the vacant WCW World Heavyweight Championship.
Absolutely. Be sure to savor this. Everybody, thank you for joining us for this relatively short 36-minute episode today.
Have a delightful Monday.
Yes, have a delightful Monday. We love you. Goodbye.
All right. The 60 men wrestling in the World War III match for the vacant WCW World Heavyweight Championship are Macho Man Randy Savage, the One Man Gang, Scott Armstrong, Steve Armstrong, Double A. Arn Anderson, Johnny B. Bad, Marcus Bagwell, Chris Benoit, Big Train Bart, Buckhouse Buck, Cobra, Disco Inferno, Jim Dugan, Bobby Eaton, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, The Giant, Eddie Guerrero, Hulk Hogan, Mr. JL, Chris Canyon, Brian Knobs, Kurosawa, Lex Luger, Joey Maggs, Ming, Hugh Morris, Max Muscle, Scott Flash Norton, Paul Orndorff, Diamond Dallas Page, Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker, Brian Pillman, Sergeant Greg Pittman, Lord Steven Regal, Scotty Riggs, Road Warrior Hawk, Big Bubba Rogers, Jerry Sags, Ricky Santana, Kenzuki Suzuki, The Shark, Fidel Sierra, Dick Slater, Mark Starr, Stevie Ray, Sting, Evad Sullivan, The Taskmaster, Super Assassin number 1, Super Assassin number 2, Booker T, Squire David Taylor, Bobby Walker, VK Wall Street, Hez Watt, Mike Winter, who doesn't even have a Wikipedia article. He's that much of a loser, I guess. Oh, baby, I hear the blues are coming. Toss salad and scrambled eggs. Mercy, Alex Wright, James Earl Wright, the Yeti, and the Zodiac. Thank you again for joining us. Have a delightful Monday morning.